Hello, folks. Hey, Beth. Welcome. Welcome. It is Friday, so that means it is live stream time. I have a special guest in the background here. That's this Audrey back here. Move that out of the way. How's it going, Aud?
Good. I'm just petting the cat.
That's a good thing to do.
Can't see him.
Oh yeah, there's his face.
Yeah.
Is it Summer Friday for Aud? I mean,
Never. I'm not in school anymore.
yeah,
No summers.
she gets no academic breaks like I do. Well, you know. Let me move the chat to the other side. I didn't know Audrey was going to be joining me.
Hi.
There's this. Make this a little smaller. There. There we go. All right. Now you have an unfettered Audrey view. So that's pretty good. So, hey Beth, hey Anna, Jim, David, Planescrafter, Bill, Ink Guy, Becky, and 48. What's up, y'all? All right. So, on the docket today, I've got some new inks to show. You coming over here? You can find a way?
He wants to.
Come on, you can do it, I guess. There's a nose right here. I've got some new inks to show that came in this week. I guess I got them. Maybe I got them on the weekend, Saturday or something like that. Yep. And so...
So silly.
Who is? Scraggles?
She has grace on her, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, Scraggles is a grassy girl. That's true. Paste this link somewhere else. There we go. All right. So... Pink Club loves your... Oh! Best Pink Club loves your broad sig, apparently.
Oh.
Hey, Stephanie. Welcome.
Makes me
David.
happy.
Yep. Good. Audrey always likes to hear that people like her stuff.
Yeah.
In fact, I have a nib here I might have to have you work on.
What do you do to your pens?
No, this is one I bought that way. I decided I just don't like it this way. So anyway, I have some inks that I got in late last week. I don't think I showed them. The Birmingham inks. I had them up on Instagram. So if you follow on Instagram, that's cool. Oh, hey Tony, what's up? I didn't see you post anything above. There you are. There's a yo. Yep, cool. Kentadora, welcome. We'll be chatting on Sunday, right, Anna? I was on the Pen Addict podcast this week, so if you are not a regular listener of that, I would say go grab the Pen Addict podcast for this week because it was, especially good. Delightful, Audrey says. I agree. I have some iced tea here, and it is soaking through my coaster, so I'm getting a more substantial coaster. That's what's going on here. All right. So anyway, I have that, and Brad Dowdy asked the public for a whole bunch of questions, like Q&A stuff for Ask the Pen Addict, and we got a lot of questions, and we didn't answer or address most of them.
Oh.
So.
Very few.
Yeah, very few relative. I just looked at this thread, and there are 100 and something replies. Not all of them are questions, but like a lot of them are. So we'll see. Were the Birmingham inks in their monthly ink subscription? No, and I actually think that ink subscription is going away. I think it's over. Before I even knew about it, I actually didn't know they had an ink subscription, or I probably would have gotten on that. But my friend David, who was in the chat here, turned me on to one of their inks. This one here. This is Neville B. Craig Golden Gazette. Let me find the bottle for that one. Right here. This one. Hi, Nose. You're very helpful, bud.
He's so helpful.
And these are very nice glass bottles. And I didn't see this on their website. They have sort of no, don't eat those. Come on. Oh. Nose is climbing all over things he ought not to be climbing on. Anyway, so it's apparently not really on offer yet, but they said it will be in the near future, so they made me up some, which is very nice of them. And this ink is pretty darn cool. That's what it looks like in a pen. It's kind of light. Actually, it's a little blown out here maybe, but yeah, it looks really nice in a pen. The one I tried doing was this crazy Omos. Yeah, it is unusual for sure. So... monthly subscription is dead. Golden Gazette was one of the subscription ones too. I think it was April or May. Yep, there you go. So, yeah. Anyway, that was the one that tipped me off. And then I ended up getting, like, I don't know, several more. So, Anyways, oops, there we go. So those inks are pretty cool. No, will you stop eating all my plastic things, you little jerk?
He doesn't eat the plastic stuff.
No, he just bites holes in any plastic bag he can find. He just bites holes in.
The better.
Ugh. So, looks great in a normal pen. Yeah, looks good in a normal pen. It looks really, really good, I think, in that crazy homage you had it in there. So anyway, so I got a few of those. So we'll look at those here in a little bit, answer some questions, and then Audrey and I are going to eat pizza because it's Friday. It's Frozen Pizza Friday this week because, I don't know, because like, why not? I don't know, I'm kind of excited. It's a buffalo chicken pizza. I like a buffalo chicken pizza.
I know you do.
So anyway, yeah, I did that Pen Addict episode. I think it went really well. So that was fun. I got a couple of I's superior to Y's. Look, MYKE Mike is the podcasting Don. I'm just like some guy. So there you go. It's an unusual one. Thanks, evening. Hey, Dapper Man, what's up? Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate it. Anyway, so we'll look at those, and that's it. Flying back home in a few hours. Are you still in Toronto? Nacho night in South Carolina, says Beth. I mean, look, that's
sounds good too.
Nachos never sound bad. I'm a big nacho proponent. I love a nacho. You know, we never make nachos. We should make some nachos.
I mean, I remember growing up, my mom would make nachos and.
Mine too. Or just melt cheese on chips.
Don't, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. Unlike Mike, you actually know what you're talking about. Savage, Tony. But to be fair, I've been using fountain pens and stuff for way, way longer than Mike with a Y. So, you know, just kind of one of those things. On the other hand, he's been doing that stuff. Client trip was extended. Yikes, man. Yikes. That sounds like a long trip. All right. So, and I also got... Did I have this Franklin Christoph last week? I don't think I got it until after... I don't think I got it until, like, Saturday. You remembered it was in your purse, Audrey. That's what I'm looking at.
You said Franklin Christoph, you mean Sailor?
No, I mean Franklin Christoph.
Oh, I didn't know it was in your hand.
Oh.
I don't remember
Sorry,
when I gave it to you.
Anyway, I don't think I've shown that, so...
I thought you might have shown it last week.
Did I? Maybe. Kids are watching OG Power Rangers on Netflix. I don't hate Power Rangers. I gotta admit, the OG Power Rangers, that's a thing I watched when I was... Damn, when were those on?
We were older, because I remember in high school...
I think I was in...
some in the mornings, which I know I was in high school, I probably shouldn't have been watching it. It was nice to watch at 7 in the morning or whatever.
I think it was on in the It was definitely on in the afternoon for me. I didn't get up and watch TV
mine
ever.
Was super early.
Yeah, go Power Rangers. Hey, Franklin, what's up, man? Yeah, speaking of the pin egg, just received the pin egg box pin giveaway pin. It feels really good in the hand. Yeah, nice. You got one of those giveaways, huh? I have a box pin as well. These are cool. Audrey always gives me crap about it. Corny as heck, but you don't hate it. Oh, you mean Power Rangers? Yeah, fair enough. The acting is so bad. Oh yeah, the acting is terrible.
Who watches it for the acting?
Yeah, nobody's watching it for the acting. No. I watch it for the rubber suit monsters.
And what about Rita?
Rita Repulsa.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yes.
Rita Repulsa, who's actually kind of hot aside from the weird hat.
I don't think I've ever seen her outside.
Outside. I don't know if I've seen her outside the show either. I'm gonna look her up. For people who are not Power Rangers.
Just like out in the street.
ULSA. Rita Repulsa. Oh, dang. That's not good. That's not the Power Rangers I remember.
No.
That's the one I'm talking about. There we go. Yep. Rita Repulsa. I don't know who the heck played her.
I don't know.
I always heard this rumor when I was growing up that all the Power Rangers, like all the action stuff, was old Japanese stuff. And they just and then they just like put in white kids or whatever for the American version. And that's why it was, let's see. Machika Soga is her name. I'm Googling the actual version.
This is great.
This is great.
Friday.
This is great. Yeah, look, man, it's Friday. There we go. It's
How old is she?
I don't know. She's got to be up there though. Oh, she died. Oh no.
What?
like a long time ago.
Are
but
you serious?
yeah, she was born in 1938. She died in
Oh,
2006.
Wow. Oh.
So anyway, good times. Good
Aw.
times. Womp womp.
Man. That's
Yeah,
sad.
acting is so bad. Saw the new movie and it was quite silly. I mean, of course it was. It was a Power Ranger. I didn't see it, but
No.
we're waking up early Saturdays and sneak watching Power Rangers before the parents got up. Nice. On a scale of 1 to Joel Embiid, how corny. I don't know what that other thing is there. I don't know who Joel Embiid is. Old school Power Rangers is real corny though. Like,
Didn't one of them like kill somebody in real life?
yeah, so there was a Red Ranger who like
Yeah.
stabbed a bunch of people on a yacht or something.
No, I thought it was like he stabbed his roommate or something.
No, I thought he like kidnapped and murdered some people on a yacht or some weird thing. But
I don't
anyway,
remember that.
don't take that for gospel. I don't know, man. Let's see, the guy behind the water glass. Oh yeah, you gotta love that guy. Can't remember his name. Alright, let's see. I'm just reading comments here. Technically, just taking stuff like Ultraman. Yeah, it's definitely like Ultraman for sure. And they did their own fight scenes. Oh, they did their own fight scenes? Oh, I didn't know that. Let's see, Anna. Some of that child actor scandal. I don't know. It wasn't. The original Pink Ranger was fired when they found out she'd been doing softcore. I didn't know. I don't know if that's true.
I think I heard that too.
I'm not gonna Google it, but
Why?
I mean later.
Why not?
I don't know. I've been Googling stuff too much, so there we go. Ricardo Medina. Is that the guy? The original Pink Ranger was in a show called. Oh dang! It was some like cop show where they were like a SWAT team, but they did what's that? It was softcore. What's that thing where you like try to talk people out of being bank robbers and hostage negotiating and stuff too? And it had Veronica Mars's dad, whose name I really can never.
Elliot something?
No, it's not Elliot. It's like Elio or something like that.
Oh,
it's very
right.
Italian-y.
Or maybe his name was Elliot on that one show he was on.
Oh, that might be true.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think all the actors and actresses were martial arts practitioners. Yeah, that's definitely true, especially for like the original Red Ranger was. Zack the White Ranger definitely was. I don't know about the rest of them. Let's see. You ever played the game Red Alert 2? Most of the ladies in their FMV cutscenes were from porn too. I believe it. That's how Red Alert rolls. All right. So let's look at some inks and then do some Q&A. So, Amy Jo Johnson. Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. And I don't remember any softcore like rumors.
So you're not saying you didn't? Oh, I thought you were just saying that you don't remember any of the softcore that you've watched.
I mean, I also no. We never had that growing up. I didn't have cable.
Really? Oh,
Yep.
well, yeah.
All right. So here's the second one I got. This was one of the very first ones I saw on the page. I'm like, yeah, I gotta check this. What ink would each Ranger use? I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. In fairness, the original Pink Ranger was hot. Still is. She looks exactly the same. Objective unlocked. Conversation derail. Yeah, indeed. So this is.
Anytime I ruin it because I'm just sitting there talking about. Oh, let's talk about Candy and Red Ranger and whatnot. I derail everything.
So this is G.C. Murphy Tarnished Nickel, which is a really kind of crazy color, and I don't know exactly what color this is, but pretty cool. It's like it looks kind of black and purple-ish on the screen, and I guess it's got a little bit of a purple tinge to it or something. But anyway, that looks pretty cool. I'm looking forward to using that. I haven't gotten a pin yet. Then I've got the Pittsburgh Aviary Violet Starling, which is a real dark violet. It's got a tiny amount of sheen right here, which we can't really see. Let's make it lighter. Maybe a little bit, but you can't really see it on there. And I got Albert Einstein's Relative Cadmium, which is a really nice. I mean, I had to get the orange, right?
Yeah.
For sure. I actually sent them an email when I was asking about the Golden Gazette, and I said, hey, so are there any of yours I definitely need to check out? And they said, Relative Cadmium has been super popular. So I was like, it's already in my cart, actually. And then the other one that I have seen on their site for a long time and really am into is this Rodman gunpowder tea, which is like a, I don't know, really weird green tea color. And the cool thing about these ink bottles is I really like glass bottles, one, and they're tall so you can actually get a pen in them. But also, they have sort of each of these has sort of a historical thing going on, and they give you a little story behind each of these colors and name combinations. So, check that out. Cadmium is a great metal. I don't know much about cadmium, honestly. Maybe you think Earl Grey but darker? Yeah, it could be. Anyone still have a million ink samples from the Goulet's old ink drop? Because I do, and not get a new ink until I use more of them. Oh yeah, I've got a zillion of those. Zillion of them, yeah. Hey Sandra, welcome. Yeah, gunpowder tea is super cool. And then there's actually a new ink from Franklin Christoph that came out at the time of the Raleigh Pen Show. Thanks. And it is Franklin Christoph Graphite 4B, which is a really nice gray. I've got it in a couple of things right now for review. And it's wide mouth. Yeah, they got a good mouth on these things. So you can put a good sized pen in there and not have any problems. It's also not shallow like those dumb sailor bottles, not tiny mouths like the G Herbin or something like that. Anyway, so this is Graphite 4B. It comes in this bottle, little glass one. And Scott gave me this to check out. Formula number 4B, it says. And I actually had no idea this was even going to be an ink until I saw it at Raleigh. So, good stuff. Sandra says hi, Audrey. Gunpowder tea is weirdly attractive. I know, I thought so too. I like a weird green, and that's definitely a weird green. So, but then I've got two real weirdo colors in here for sure. So, Bijou Sarah says you have a cute dress, Audrey. We actually had to go out and hit the Walmart real quick before the live stream because I ran out of these little guys, bubble mailers for our pen rests. So, that's I've got like 3 orders sitting over here, and I gotta get those out. So if you are, I didn't put down first names. Oh well. Oh wait, here I have them here. If you are Jonathan, Kenneth, or Bill, and you're waiting for an order from me, it probably won't go out until tomorrow morning, but it will go out tomorrow morning. Let's see. You're on a quest to collect green food inks, apparently. Epinard, Ryukicha. Epinard's of green food ink? I actually don't even know what Epinard refers to. At least not anymore. And 88 green tea. Yeah, 88 green tea I think is one I have. That's a bung box one, right? Need to place a Uline order. Yeah, I was thinking about... I know, I gotta place a Uline order. I just didn't. Still concerned about feathering with the tea. Have to try it on other mailers. Other papers though. Is that the gunpowder tea has some feathering issues? Oof. Not looking forward to that then, I guess. I will be very disappointed if that's true. Oh, it's... Epinard is French for spinach, Audrey.
Oh.
How about that?
Just a weirdo stuff.
It's good news, glad they're selling well. Yeah, I mean, I haven't... it was like a quiet week, and then I think some people heard about them on the Pen Addict, and so getting a little bit of exposure there, so that's fun. That is fun. All right, we can turn these off, because I'm not going to...
No.
There we go. This cat is weird. He likes to lick the blinds. So, anyway. Gunpowder feathered on your... Oh, blank slate paper. Yeah, I've had a couple of inks that feathered on blank slate paper too, but...
Which one?
Shoot, what was it? I had something in there that it was the only thing it feathered on. I think it was 3 oysters would feather on the blank slate paper. Which is weird because nothing else does, and that didn't seem to feather on anything else, so who knows? It's kind of weird. But yeah, I tried on some other stuff. I'll have it in a pen eventually, I just haven't got it on there yet.
No, stop.
Really enjoyed the TPA app. I need more bag nerdery on a regular basis. Yeah, right? There you go. Goes to show you picked some delicious blinds. They came with the house. We didn't even ask Mr. Nose. He's actually, I think, done that as long as we've had him.
Yeah.
He used to stand on our headboard and lick the wall. So...
about that, yeah.
Have Brad and Jeff secretly started their bag podcast? No, not as far as I know. I don't know, man. I think if there's a bag podcast, I think I'd like to do it. I think that'd be fun, but yeah. According to Wikipedia, Amy Jo Johnson was not fired from Power Rangers for doing softcore. She just left the show. Well, good. Good to know. I mean, I guess I'm not Googling any softcore later. No. Audrey, sorry. Old workplace had a river otter that licked the glass. That's... You had a river otter at your old workplace? Did you work at a zoo? Or an aquarium or something? That sounds awesome. We don't have river waters at my place of business.
Mine either.
Lame. Let's see. Becky says, knowing Wikipedia editors, that's a group of folks that know their softcore.
Yep.
Yep. She talked to Tony of Everyday Commentary about bags. I have talked to Tony of Everyday Commentary about bags. Actually, if you look back at my first bag review, that Mystery Ranch bag was Tony Scullombrini's. And he sent me that because when I was on Gear Geeks Live, he was like, oh, hey, you're into bags? I got a bag or two I'll send you. So, yeah, he actually sent me a knife, too. So, the bag addict would be Robo Jim and me. It might be. That wouldn't be bad. Wouldn't be bad. Let's see. The TPA spinoff, The Bag Addict, featuring Brad and Mike. I mean, look, we can have guests. Aquarium. Oh, you work at an aquarium? That's awesome,
That's
Stephanie.
Cool.
We love aquariums.
Mm-hmm.
It's we used to travel and just go to aquariums. In fact, we haven't traveled to an aquarium in a while. Let's go to a place with an aquarium. We once did. How did we do Charlotte and Atlanta? Didn't we do not Charlotte? Chattanooga and Atlanta. Didn't we do those like back to back or something?
No.
No. Okay. No. Cool.
No, those are two separate times.
Jim's SO thinks he has too many bags.
Well, it might be true.
I mean, it might be true, but I don't know, man. The Baltimore Aquarium is nice. Never been to that one. I've actually never...
Oh, is that the one that's downtown? Yeah, there was one that's next to, in the harbor, harbor where, what was the last show by the convention center? That Hilton, was it Hilton in Baltimore last year?
I don't remember.
It was by that. I didn't get to go, but I wanted to.
I've heard about the Monterey Bay Aquarium. I hear that's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I grew up going to, there's a really nice one in Boston that I used to go to every summer. Georgia Aquarium, they have an opening for an aquarist, but it's only open to current employees. I mean, you gotta get employed there, man. There you go.
It's an impressive one.
Yeah, Georgia is a really good one. The Georgia Aquarium is really good. Hi, Clipsy. Shed Aquarium rocks. Yep,
Oh, yeah,
we've been to that one.
Yep.
For sure. RoboJim thinks it was a Marriott. I've only been there once.
Yeah. Well, I went before, yeah.
Oh, you went without me, huh?
Well, yeah, it was kind of like in 6th grade school.
Fair enough. Georgia Aquarium is incredibly fun. You were skeptical when they first built it with a lot of hype, but it's lived up to expectations and then some. Yeah, there aren't too many aquariums around that have like several whale sharks.
Yeah.
Which is Clipsy. My goodness.
Oh.
There. There. Better? Are you happy now? I hope so.
Put on the microphone.
Goodness. Goodness. Here, put her on the microphone. Give people a little bit of that action.
ASMR.
ASMR
Right.
cat purring. That's right. All right. So let's look at some of this. Toronto Ripley Aquarium is fun too. Yeah, I've never been to Toronto.
I did not go to that.
Let's see. Chewbacca asks what ink matches our favorite pizza. Don't drink the ink. I don't know. What's a good ink to match a pizza, Audrey?
Depends on what part of the pizza. There's many different colors.
Yeah. Well, white's out because white ink's not any good.
Are we doing cheese?
I mean, that's white. The cheese.
Well, I mean, are you getting a nice... I mean, it could be like a brownish, light brown.
How about Diamine Deep Dark Orange for the pepperoni and sauce? I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Matching inks to food is not a thing I've ever thought of doing.
I have not, yeah.
One ink per pizza component. One for crust, cheese, sauce, and each topping. I don't know about that. That's too many things. That's too many things. Let's see. Alexander asks, hey, Mike, with more and more sticker designs coming out, will you finally open a sticker shop? I mean, I have a shop. It's right here, inkyd.com. That's I got stickers there. Not a whole sticker shop, and not like a brick and mortar. No way. No. Did it get really dark in here all of a sudden?
It's
Weird.
a little darker.
Weird.
I like it. No, it's probably cloudy out there.
All you're missing is Scrags. Well, Scrags was on Audrey's lap a minute ago.
Yeah, must have been in here.
DC is folding Vertigo, mixing all their properties together. What is? I don't even know what that means. Sorry. What does that mean, Becky? You have to give me more. Let's see. Let's see. Alexander also asked, "Hey Brad, would you rather umpire a Little League game or buy the scribble pen?" I think he'd probably rather umpire a Little League game, although he's not here. But
That sounds like fun.
oh, DC is in DC Comics. Oh, yeah, I don't care. Sorry.
Does he
Yeah.
do this all the time, or just because I'm sitting here?
It's just because you're sitting
Okay.
there. Yeah. We have every cat though. Look at all these.
Yeah, so
There's a
cats.
Clipsy tail. There's a Katie head. And there's Mr. Nose being ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Tony asked, "Will Mike do an ad read?" No, I didn't do an ad read, and I'm not surprised about that. I think it would have been kind of fun to do an ad read. Actually, it would have been like an interesting twist, but no, I didn't do one. I did chip in on one because I've been using the company for ages, but yeah, no, didn't do an ad read. I think probably they're kind of specific about like who does ad reads and stuff. That's usually how that kind of works. Was Division Head basically the only ones worth reading? Oh, yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I don't follow DC Comics. Just not. I haven't followed comics actually in a while, but I definitely never followed DC Comics. You were doing work things. When were you doing work things? I mean, it's sunny here too. It's just that's why it was weird that it got dark. Let's see. We covered some of these. Somebody asked, Alexander Kramer asked, will there ever be a Brad plus Mike episode? And the answer is there actually has been one of those. It was episode 234. It was the first time I was on the Pen Addict, and it was all three of us. Although Mike with a Y was very quiet that episode, but yeah, Nose is looking very limber. Yeah, he's feeling good lately, I think.
He's feeling pretty good, it seems.
Yeah, prancing around, jumping on things, acting a fool.
Licking hands.
Yep, licking hands. Loves it. Also, Mike's explained doesn't like. Oh yeah, so yeah, Robo Jim is is straightened out there. Mike is explaining that he doesn't mind doing ads. Or doesn't mind those ads. It's more about YouTube ads and not controlling the ads. It's exactly right, Jim. That's exactly right.
I love ads.
Audrey loves ads. I actually used to make Audrey watch TV ads when we still had TV.
Yeah, so he likes watching TV commercials that last minutes, but 5 seconds before a YouTube video, too much for him.
Too much.
Yeah. I don't mind a 5-second thing. Okay, fine. They get to make a little money for that 5 seconds. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I teach about advertising sometimes and
15
ethics.
seconds, iffy. That's a.
That's
It's gonna be too long.
Remember we got rid of we're cable cord cutters. We don't have cable TV anymore. We just have cable internet, and so we have Hulu now, and we've had it for a while. But we had like the one where you don't pay all that much. It's like $3 a month, but you have ads.
Yes.
And man, that got to be really bad. Like it would be
90 seconds. And
or
like, ugh.
300 seconds of ads. It's like, what are you doing, man? Like I already paid for this. Let's
Not
see.
enough, they said.
I know, I guess. Chewbacca asks, was well-appointed desk not available? I mean, A, she might not have been available because she has a day job, but also, like, I'm okay, too. Let's see. Sir Jerkface asked, does Mike have an equivalent of Brad's Closet of Doom? We actually did talk about this one on the episode, and the answer is yes, and it's my whole office, basically. You just can't see most of it, but yes.
It's a disaster.
It's not it's getting a little better, but it's still a disaster. Let's see. Alexander asked, does Mike own more pens or plants? I think that depends on how you count, but probably pens, I think. Yeah. Probably. Can we get an update on the extreme post-its if there is one? Actually, yeah, Sir Jerkface. So here's the deal with the extreme post-its. they're all still there. And the one that's on the front porch
Yeah,
still looks
on
like
our
new.
porch. Yeah.
It's still there. It's been there. And in fact, we're actually coming up on the 1-year anniversary of Extreme Post-its. So I got to do something for that. I think Alexander Kramer was working on a fun graphic for that, so I'll do that. But yeah, it's still there. It still looks fine. The ones on the fence are kind of mildewy, but
Yeah.
totally fine. So, I mean, aside from mildew. Let's see. Worst ads for Jim are the ones before a movie. Yeah. I'd like the Target's Instagram ads to go. Target's Instagram ads? The ones you get are quite sexist. You mean like targeted Instagram ads? I don't know. I haven't really seen those. Who does have cable TV anymore? I mean, probably a lot of people. Tony has it there.
My parents, I think, probably.
Yeah, your parents still have it.
But they're retired. Like,
Yeah.
they should have cable, you know?
I mean, really, I was only keeping cable for them for quite a while. Let's see. I feel like many sports types. I think cable's good for that. Yeah, it can be hard to find sports
That's
stuff streaming.
Yeah.
Although I think Hulu picked up a lot of streaming stuff, or a lot of streaming sports. Let's see. Bijou hates streaming ads because ads almost often fudge up the stream. Yeah, I haven't had that happen too much, but let's see. Sean Chai has cable TV because my cats are addicted to shows saved in your DVR that you can't. Your cats are addicted to shows? You'd have a feline revolving your hands when you cut the cord? That's hilarious.
Yeah, our cats don't care at all.
Make birthday party hats out of Post-its. Could do that.
No.
Could do that. The ads that Instagram plays between posts are very sexist. They're women's shapewear. Weird. Yeah, I don't know. That is strange. Sandra baking a Post-it extreme cake. Nice. Let's see. Sports. Yeah, I haven't been watching sports lately, so it kind of fell off. All right. Let's see. In one of the questions here, Tony says, I saw a commercial for Extreme Post-its on the Yankees game last night and thought of me.
Aww.
I feel like as much as I talk about Extreme Post-its, I think Post-it ought to be a sponsor.
Sponsor, right? Yeah.
Yep. Somebody that works or knows Post-its. Don't eat the Extreme Post-its. I'm not gonna. I think they're mostly plastic.
Yeah. I think so.
Alexander Kramer suggests that Mike and Brad should tag team for the Harry's ad read. That would be hilarious. Two guys that don't really shave doing an ad read. I shave here, right?
Mostly that neck.
This like inch stretch is what I shave. Let's see. Tony has a suggestion that we do. Do you like beards? I like beards for the Harry's ad read.
Well, we do have to change the intro. Remember?
Yeah, so I got an email recently from a guy, Brian, who may be watching. I know he chimes in sometimes here. He said, hey, you need to clean up the cheeks. Oh, I clean up the cheeks too. I just use it with my trimmer. It gets close enough. Said that I need to redo my video intros. And yeah, I get it. I just haven't done it yet. The reason I haven't done it is I have trouble summoning the Billy Mays energy that I had when I made that original one. I've tried some, and they aren't as good. So one day.
And then we have the audio that you can change up. Remember?
Oh, that's right. I don't know. Should we tell them about that, or should it be a surprise someday?
Okay, fair.
Surprise.
Okay.
There may be. Maybe I replaced the seals. I mean, I might have found a new audio clip that I really like.
90% of people don't hear talking about what's seals because people don't know what it is.
That's
so.
right. Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Paper Late, Scott asks, when Mike does his pin show walk-around videos, it seems like he knows almost every vendor. How do the different shows compare, and do I have a favorite show? Yeah, I do know a lot of the vendors, but I've been going to pin shows for...
A long time.
Yeah, actually, Brad asked that during the podcast, and I don't really know the answer, but it's got to be... I think we went to our first pin show at the Triangle.
Yeah.
And I think it was the year you moved out here. So that's got to be like 8 or 9 years, right?
I moved out here. Well, it's either 2010 or 2011.
Stop it. Yeah, so probably 8 or 9 years. So anyway, I've been going to pin shows for a very long time, and so in that time, you just kind of know about, the vendors and stuff. But it's fun to talk to them and all that kind of stuff. So. How do the different shows compare? I mean, I've been to 5 pin shows this year already.
Well, there's also, as vendors versus attending, there's what you like in a show are very different.
Yeah, that's true. I like there to be.
Work shows too, so.
I like there to be food available. Well, I don't know. I think shows that are. I think the shows that are good for vendors are also good for people. I mean, like, I don't know. You want to talk about like what shows you think are run particularly well, or no?
I don't think I have opinions on that.
Audrey has no opinions on that.
Nope, they're all great. Everyone has their strengths and weaknesses as well.
Okay, fair enough. It's very diplomatic.
Yeah.
That's probably not a bad idea. Yeah, I mean, so there's some that are run super well. Like, notable ones I think are Colorado is great as a vendor, just because Ed Capizzi runs a great show, and that's because he did like years of research talking to vendors and attendees and stuff. And who?
Anne from St. Louis, who has done the most. Are you serious?
I've never met Anne from St. Louis. I didn't go to the St. Louis Pin Show, and I don't.
What?
I'm not a vendor, so I don't know who she is.
Man.
The St. Louis Pin Show, by the way, is going on right now. So
these ladies would have. There's a whole room of food just for vendors that they would just make food for you, and
that sounds amazing. Why aren't we there?
We didn't go this year, you know. No, it's she knows in advance. She micromanages it all, which is a good thing. So it's very well run.
Yeah. I think Triangle is run pretty well. Atlanta seems like it's run well. Actually, I think really most of the shows I've been to have been run pretty well. I didn't think much of Long Island, but I don't know about how it was run. I didn't do that one as a vendor, so I've got nothing. But I've never been to LA. I hear that one's.
It's not at a hotel. I can tell you, it's not ideal.
Yeah, it's not a hotel. It's not great. I do like there's a nice food court there. Yeah. Hofstra's a nice university,
yeah.
But and then DC is not run particularly well, but it always does fine. Like it ends up fine.
There's like Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas is actually run really well too. That's run by their local pin club, and so they've got a lot of heavy pin club involvement. I kind of wish that our pin club was more involved in our show here, but we're a small pin club, so it wouldn't be all that much work, I guess. Let's see. My cats are Siamese. Oh, Siamese litter mates. Oh, you gotta watch out for Siamese cats. One of them accidentally deleted an episode of Doctor Who trying to rewind it, and we had to panic buy it. Nice.
Aww.
Nice. Sugar and caffeine before filming? Yeah, I guess so. I think I just need to watch like a bunch of Billy Mays on a loop or something to get that energy again.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Billy Mays.
It was the coke, I hear.
Look, if you have a heart condition, don't do cocaine. Like there's some free advice for you.
How else is he gonna get that energy? You know?
Yeah, that's right. I don't know how. Just a bunch of Red Bulls. Let's see. Oh, the Triangle, how you remember me? You weren't there. Let's see. Franklin says he's missed a lot of pin shows and he's very unhappy about it. You have missed some pin shows this year.
Lots of pin shows.
That's true.
And your next one will be a long time away. Right, Sprags?
Let's see. Am I going to DC this year?
Yes.
Yeah, I am, Mike.
It's our next show.
That is actually our next show. That's true. Let's see. If you could put a pin show in some random place in the U.S., where would you put it? Oh, I don't know, man. I mean, the thing about it is that it doesn't, like, to me, it doesn't really matter where it is, because when I'm at a pin show, that's kind of all I see. So, like, I've been to the Philly pin show for like 3 or 4 years, and I've never seen any of Philly except when I drive to the pin show and like home from the pin show. So I don't know. Who cares? It's indoors, so it doesn't matter. Who cares? Frankly, I don't know. Do you have a place you'd like to have a pin show?
I mean, where I would want it to be, or
yeah.
where...
Yeah, like a place you'd like to have a pin show.
Like, there's lots of things that would go into
Oh, yeah, no, forget about times. Like, who knows? I don't know.
Well,
I'd like one in, like, the Pacific Northwest or something like that,
I mean,
during the summer,
always
maybe.
Complain, like, oh, it has to be Seattle. So there's always the Seattle thing, and
yeah.
That's the one that people say. There
Seattle,
aren't enough out
Portland.
west.
I think a Portland pin show would be fun. I've never been there, so that'd be cool.
I mean, That sounds terrible because that would be a lot of travel because it's very far away.
That would be really
for
far.
me as a vendor, I do not like that.
That's true.
But
Scraggles. Let's see. Has there been any notable theft going on at pin shows this year? I haven't heard about any huge theft this year. Have you? Yeah.
Things pop up and
every once in a while something will get taken. But Scraggles. Shush. That's enough. She just looks like she got caught. She's barking at a cat. Let's see. Our pin club is bigger than yours. That's probably true, Tony.
Sure.
Angel, you have a lot of local pin. Yeah, I do. That's true. We are lucky to have a local pin club. I mean, it's like half an hour away. And we've got a bunch of cities clustered together. So.
Well, and we could go the other one.
That's true. There's actually two that are just as local. So.
Yeah, the other one's actually probably more local for us.
No.
Really?
No, the one that so we have two. We have one that does Raleigh, Durham, and Chapel Hill. Wait. Yeah. And there's one that's like Winston-Salem, Greensboro, and High Point, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I guess on screen this should be switched, but the Winston-Salem, Greensboro one like rotates between cities for their meeting place.
Really?
So like Greensboro is close, but High Point and Winston-Salem are far. So let's see. Wasn't there a lot of theft of Mont Blancs in Atlanta? I didn't hear about that this year. I don't think so.
I didn't hear about that.
Good advice from Mickey D. I hope that's about don't do cocaine. Let's see, you got a college miss. I don't know, Jim. It's fair. I feel like Alaska would be a fun place. Oh, I don't want to go to Alaska. Yeah, if you go to put a pin show in Hawaii. Nobody'd go there. If you just nobody. Let's see. Need a pin show in Seattle? Yep, probably you do. A Nashville show? That'd be all right. I'd rather have Chattanooga than Nashville, but yeah, Nashville's good.
I mean, Nashville is a much bigger draw than Chattanooga.
Yeah, but Chattanooga's like in the middle of them, and Knoxville and Atlanta could go there. Like I think it's easier to get to.
But then there's already one in Atlanta.
Plus, I also like Chattanooga better. I don't know. I like it better. It's a fun city. Would Seattle pin show just be Amazon's pin show? Well, yeah, you got to get them Amazon employees that disposable income. Let's see. Scraggs wants a Seattle show. Scraggles doesn't want to go to Seattle.
She would not want to go to Seattle. No.
Daytona, but during Bike Week. Yeah, that sounds good. It'd be impossible to get a possible to get a hotel. LA had some theft, or maybe.
Yeah, why don't we just have Minnesota?
It's too cold all year long. Let's see. Daniel, welcome. And he says hi to you, Audrey. Bellingham, Washington can host a Seattle-ish one. I think there needs to be one in the Northeast that's bigger. I mean, I think it's weird there's not really a New England pin show aside from Commonwealth. That's like an afternoon or something. It's like some random Sunday in September. Strange.
Well, there used to be. I mean, there are lots of these shows that used to be around. There used to be one in Manhattan, like downtown New York. Jim would always talk about, there used to be one. There was a New Jersey one back in the day. And
I hear there used to be a Houston one even. But.
Yeah, there was a Houston one too, yeah. I mean, it depends. You have to find people who want to run one, and that's not the easiest thing. You think, I could run a pen show. That'd be so easy. I mean, no, it's a lot of people. There's a lot more into it than you'd think, just as a bystander. Yeah.
Mike asked, do you think pin shows have been better attended in the last few years, and is interest growing in fountain pens? I think so. Yeah. I think definitely attendance is up, and I think there's definitely a growing community of people that are interested in stationery stuff. I think that's true. Let's see. Richmond can have a good pin show similar to BWI. Yeah, I mean, the thing about Richmond is there's so many here on this East Coast that, that's super great for me because I can just drive to most of them.
I mean, you might as well. There's Baltimore already and Philly.
Baltimore, Philly, DC, all those are in Triangle, yeah. Yep. Amazon, Microsoft, and Valve. Yeah, that's right. That's a lot of stuff out there. Lady Scraggs a lot. I think Franklin is suggesting a new nickname for Scraggles.
Aww.
Pin show in Hawaii, you could buy hippos without shipping. That's true.
That's
It's true.
It might be expensive getting there.
Yeah. You don't have to pay for shipping, but you have to pay $1,000 or something to fly there. Whoa.
It's very pretty though.
A Phoenix pin show would be cool. It would not be cool. It would be very hot. It's never cold in Phoenix.
That might.
Yeah, all right. That'd be fine. Arizona's be fine.
I mean, that's the other thing. You could do more of a Southern California show and have it more of a traditional show, if you know what I'm saying.
I kind of feel like there's nothing around Phoenix, though.
I mean, there's enough people in Southern
Scraggles!
California. Is what I'm
Shush! Goodness. A lot of people in California? Like, I don't know, can you drive to Phoenix from Southern California? I don't know the Western Seaboard at all. It all seems far away.
A San Diego. How about a San Diego show?
So 3 of them in California? I don't know.
I mean, people in Arizona, people in Nevada can. I mean, also people who are in the LA area that would like to go to a different show, perhaps.
Franklin agrees he wants somebody to do a New York City pin show, but good luck getting that again.
There was one, and
it's not going to happen. It's too expensive.
It's expensive, yeah.
Too expensive.
And you guys complain about going to Long Island, like, oh, it's too far.
Seriously.
So, like, come on.
Yeah.
If that's too far.
Yep.
And then there are people like, I'd rather go to Philly. Like, you'd rather go to all the way to Philly instead of going to Long Island?
I'd rather go to Philly than Long Island Pin Show, too.
It's so much farther, though.
It is definitely further. Philly's like 40 minutes away. Princeton is 15. And you'd rather go to Princeton? Yeah. Let's see, there's a small one in Santa Fe, apparently? That's hilarious.
Really?
How about that?
No.
Let's see. Franklin's making up stories about the Houston one. Atlanta's seen massive expansion this last 3 years. That's true. No characters. Oh, it's cat stuff. Gulf of Mexico water is ink. Don't put Gulf of Mexico water in your pen. It's a bad idea. Sandra says she'd rather go to Philly than Long Island. Yeah, but you don't live in New York.
Yeah.
It takes 3 hours to get to Long. It takes you 3 hours to get to. It takes Tony 3 hours to get to Long Island. He says. I don't know. That seems far. Long Island is the end of the earth, and I live downstate. I mean, when we drove there, like from like Manhattan to Long Island, it was like 20 minutes or something. I don't know.
No, I didn't see that.
Plus, Long Island show has no after hours. That is for sure because it's yeah, and it has the worst trash pizza I've ever had.
No, it was the calzone.
Worst trash calzone I've ever had. Let's see. Hyperbole? I don't know.
No, we're not.
Oh.
No, we're not starting on.
We're not starting that again.
No.
You need a passport to go to Princeton. I don't know what all this means. It's all local stuff. Let's see. If Mike were to Sir Jerkface asks, if Mike were to design his own On Fire ink from the Robert Oster, what would be burning? I don't know. What would be a good thing to burn, Audrey?
I would do a Lake Erie on fire because the river was on that goes to the lake, and from where I'm from, that's what I would do.
Well, yeah, that's you. All right.
Well,
so
you think of your own. I'm saying that's what I would do.
I think there actually is already a lake of fire. That one already exists.
Well, I'm being a little more specific of which lake is going to be on fire.
All right, fair enough. Franklin suggests Mike's soul on fire. Texas on fire, pizza on fire, Ohio River on fire. That's Sarah's on your team. Tony says tires on fire. Actually, tire fire could be pretty funny.
That might be interesting.
Yeah, like do like a black with some crazy sheen. I like those. I mean, that's Colorverse has got a couple of those. I like tire on fire. In fact, I'm gonna write that down.
Gonna
Contact Robert Oster.
Robert Oster, like, hey. Up next.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to. The thing about getting a fancy Robert Oster ink is the minimums are kind of high. It would cost me a good amount of money to get those. So, I don't know. What was that? You clapping? Oh, are you trying to make it rain? Oh, okay.
Use all of our Penrest money to get inks.
Oh, we would have to make so many pen rests. So many.
Yeah.
Let's see. Skipped the St. Louis Pen Show last 2 years and used the money you would have spent on gas and stuff to buy pens. I mean, all right, but I would rather go to a pen show than just buy pens somewhere else. Sandra says there is a lake of fire ink. Yep, that's true. Lake Erie never caught fire. It was a river. I know. That's what she was saying.
Yeah.
Cuyahoga on fire. Houston on fire. Oh, I live near TMI, so there's a burning ink. I don't know what that means. Jersey on fire. Yoss on fire. That seems bad. Flint, Michigan tap water on fire. Oh, that's too soon there. Too soon. Can't stop the fire. 151 on fire. It's a waste of booze. Shame on you. Your favorite plant and flower on fire. That's I don't know if I want to burn my plants. Frat house on fire. Wow, we got all kinds of names here, man. If this ink comes to fruition, I'm gonna buy it, says Becky. All right. Can't think of river fire ink without thinking of the Cuyahoga River. Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't. Kickstarter tire on fire. Oh, Kickstarter it? Oh, that'd be funny. Yeah, I could do that. It would be a real low like campaign for a Kickstarter. It's high for Mike writing a check, but low for a Kickstarter project. Let's see. See you later, Bill. Take care. Need some pin rest making jigs, like a dance. I don't know.
What was that, Mike?
It was a dance. Do we need another ink? I don't know if we need one, but like that's not what it's about. Oh, TMI equals 3 Mile Island. Oh, I see. Yeah, see, that's another. I would never have gotten that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jersey oil refineries on fire. Well, we could do Texas oil refineries on fire for sure. Garbage fire ink. I don't want to. You don't want to put garbage in the name of the thing you're trying to sell. It's not great. Franklin says me on fire. We don't need to burn Franklin. How am I doing? I'm doing good, Terrence. Dumpster fire, green machine. Dumpster fire would be good. That's what I was thinking about tire fire, but dumpster fire would be pretty good. The break Kickstarter challenge. I don't know what that means. Super easy Kickstarter. Or start taking pre-orders. Yeah, I could do pre-orders. I was thinking about pre-orders for my my rickshaw stuff. But then I decided to get a few, and I guess it's gone okay. Interesting projects that break the usual. Oh, okay, I see. Well, mesquite on fire. Mesquite's not a bad wood for burning. I like a pecan smoke, but mesquite's good too. Did you see the exploding oil refiner is burning all night? Nope. Marshmallow on fire. Ooh, I like that. What the heck color would that be?
Toasted marshmallow?
Yeah.
I mean, brown. Different color, brown to black.
That's true. I wonder if you can get I wonder how you do that. That'd be interesting. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Let's see. Philosophier pink. Pecan on fire. All right. Lighting farts on fire.
Pecan?
Pecan? No, I never say pecan. Unless I'm saying pecan pie.
Well, yes, as one does.
Pecan smoke on brisket is A-okay, says David. You are correct. Marshmallow on fire would be white with black sheen, otherwise known as black ink. There you go. There you go. All right, let's see what else we got here. Here's a good one, Audrey. We'll see what you say about this one. Blakemore asks, would you rather get rid of your entire pin collection and start completely over, or get a tasteful neck tattoo?
What's tasteful? I mean, that's subjective.
Yeah, I know. It's subjective.
I mean, there's nothing that I like. I've never gotten any tattoo, let alone a neck tattoo. Because there's nothing I think that I would like for that long, especially something so noticeable on the neck. I would start over on pens. Who cares? There's lots of new things.
This is what Franklin was talking about. It's
quite fire.
That's
explosion.
Holy crap! I'm glad I'm not there. Woo! Jeez. 4 a.m. Well, at least it's 4 a.m. I guess. But damn, that is crazy.
Wow.
Neck tattoo all the way. I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. Oh, second video down. Is that a different? I didn't even look at the second video. Here's another one. Wow. Holy crap. That's a serious...
Wow.
Yep. That's a lot of explosion. Holy crap. Wow. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I think I might do a neck tattoo.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got some pins I wouldn't want to get rid of. Like, I've got a couple from my grandma's estate, and I got my grandpa's pin. I've got some that you gave me.
See, I don't really have that many sentimental pins, so...
Yeah. And I think I'd look pretty dope with a neck tattoo, like here-ish. One of these.
Now, if we were saying, like, a face tattoo, then I would definitely go face tattoo.
Yeah, I don't want a face tattoo. I'd rather have a neck tattoo. Although I guess like if you have one behind your ear or something, that might count as a neck tattoo, right? That'd be cool. That'd be fine. Yeah. You'd have to shave your beard. I mean, I'd have to. I mean, if I did one here, I think it'd be all right. Here in PA, that news is all over the radio and TV. Yeah, I bet it is. Jeez. That happened in Waco not too long ago, too, just a few years ago. Super big explosion like that. David Carragher says, I'd get a scorpion neck tattoo to keep the Omos, to be honest. Fair enough. You got a lot of Omoses. Might as well get a scorpion neck tattoo. Let's see. Angel asks, neck tattoo or never wear nail polish again?
What was the question?
Get a neck tattoo or never wear nail polish again?
I mean, I could probably not wear nail polish.
I mean, then you have a good reason to stop doing the blog.
Does this neck tattoo have to be a certain size? I mean, does it have to be like a glaringly huge one?
I think.
I'll go do a neck tattoo. That's fine. I'm not against tattoos. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, I think you could do a neck tattoo in your current job. That'd be fine.
Yeah, Scott's gonna be like, "Oh, you got a neck tattoo? Fired."
Right? He'd be like, "It's a neck tattoo. That's badass." Let's see. Jeremiah says, 100% tasteful neck tattoo. I wear a lot of collars anyway. Fair enough. I actually had the back of my neck pierced for a little while. I don't know, a year or so anyway. And when I didn't want it to show, I just wore a polo. It was fine. Let's see. Would a tattoo that imitated a necklace be cheating? No, I think that'd be tasteful. What if you made a tasteful dot on your neck? I don't know. That's probably too little. Too little. Bye, Sandra. Is Sandra out here? Oh, past time to go? Yeah, get out of there, Sandra. It's 5 o'clock. The whistles go woo. Better solution, have somebody drop a cheap pin on your neck to give you an accidental pin tattoo and keep the pens, and then we'll care about a tiny dot.
I've had many
I think that would be cheating.
bleeding spells in my hands from being tattooed by pens.
I think this might have been a pin tattoo. Although, I think what might have happened there is I got stabbed by one of the bushes in the yard, and then I got ink in my tattoo wound, I think is what happened there. Either that or it's like a freckle that just popped up. I don't know. I think that's what it was. Neck tattoo, ear to ear, just the whole thing. Get an ascot neck tattoo. That's classy. I thought the Waco fire was something else. There have been multiple Waco fires. This one was an explosion, though. Grew up with a guy in your block who looked like a tuxedo tattooed to his body. Ouch. Yikes. The 80s were weird. I was there. I know quite a few people who have tattoos on the back of their neck, but it's covered by hair most of the time. Yeah, interesting. Been ages since you've heard a Bub Rub reference? I don't know what that is. Alright. Let's see. What else we got here? I like that neck tattoo question. It's a pretty good one. So he suggests a sailor anchor logo. Just a big anchor on the side of your neck.
I do love a good sailor pen. It's true.
I think you ought to commit and get a neck tattoo, Audrey. Just like right on the throat. Remember on that tattoo show we watched? That guy had that like tattoo on his neck of like an eyeball with like like claws gripping it.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could rock that. I don't think I'm cool enough.
Takes a certain personality.
That guy pulled it off. I'm not sure I could. Let's see. Ash Noir actually says, how far does a neck go? The tiny tattoos beyond the ear can be tasteful. I agree. One of my best friends has a...
yeah, I know several people have them behind the ear,
yeah. He's got a really cool... It's like a keyhole with like a bee buzzing around into it. I think it's kind of dope. Let's see. Alexander asks, if you could design a dream pin with any company, what company would it be? I don't know. You'd probably do a sailor, right? Or on brand, Franklin Christoph, of course. Dream pen? I don't even know what that would be. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, it could be anything. Are we saying anything being throughout time and dream? Like that's something.
Sure.
Omas or something, something interesting, something like that.
Yeah, like I don't know, Parker.
Yeah.
Old Schaefer when they used to be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe so.
Why limit to something that's in right now if we're saying what if?
Yardaled.
I mean, if something that you could really actually do, yeah, it's gonna limit.
David Oscarson. There you go. Quality pen. He's totally open to absolutely insane pens.
You're gonna get whatever you want, yeah.
Plus, if you've ever met David Oscarson, he is just a lovely person.
He really is.
Just like I was always intimidated to talk to David Oscarson because he's always dressed to the absolute nines.
So good. He dresses so nicely, and
his pens are absurdly expensive.
Yeah.
But he has no
expectation. No, but he doesn't care. Super nice.
Yeah. Can you ask an ink question? Yeah, sure, man. Go for it. Let's see. Can't imagine how painful the tattoo would be. Yeah, I can't either for a whole body. Vladimir Franz. Let's see this guy. While waiting on an ink question. Whoa. He stood for the Czech presidency. This guy. That's a lot of tats.
Oh my gosh.
That's like a whole face.
Wow.
I like how he's basically got a mustache of tattoos. I'm not into that kind of pain, I don't think. What if it were a super inappropriate tattoo? No, I don't want to do that. Maybe I'd switch then. Tattoo a third eye on your forehead, just like right here. Yeah, that'd be good. Fertilizer storage set. Yeah, I think that's what I'm talking about, David. Yeah. Tattoo eyeballs on your eyelids, so it looks like my eyes are always open. That'd be only Audrey would ever get creeped out by that. Philosophy prof with a giant eyeball tattoo.
Sleep with your eyes open though.
I do a little bit. Yeah, actually, my buddy Chris, who's got a bunch of tattoos, is a philosophy professor, and it's not weird.
Nope.
Like, there are plenty of us with tattoos. Not me, but lots of them. Let's see. Wancher made the dream pen already? Yeah, it's true. It's been the best decade for... What's been the best decade for pens? I don't know. This one, maybe? I don't know.
I mean, no.
No?
I wouldn't say that's true.
All right.
I mean, well, do you think a long time ago, when people had to use them, there had to have been some amazing things.
I mean, yeah, there's like,
you know what I mean?
Like, I'm torn because there's some vintage that I like, but...
Yeah, there's fewer brands and fewer... But at the same time, there had to be more because people are using them and they had no other option. So now...
Yeah, but if you compare, like, a Schaefer Vac or, like, an Estabrook or something to some of the, like, cooler modern stuff, I don't know. Like, I don't know if it stands up. Those stacked acrylics or whatever they had in Vacs were pretty cool, but...
Those are cool.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see. When you open a bottle of ink that you haven't used in about half a year, does it release a bit of pressure when you uncap it? Yeah, that can totally happen. Yeah.
Sure.
That can actually happen just like sitting on my shelf over here. In fact, this Lamy Obsidian ink I have, every time I open it, it seems like there's a bubble and it goes... So I've got spots all over things just from that. So yeah, no, that's totally normal. Don't worry about that. As long as you didn't have to tattoo that gaudy monograppa pin on your neck. There's some... I think some of those make pretty good tattoos, honestly.
Sly agrees.
This is Vladimir sitting while campaigning. Let's see what we got here. That's a power move right there. That's a guy with some confidence, I tell you what. Sitting next to these, like...
And he's still wearing a suit.
And he's wearing a dope suit. Yeah. That's, nice. Montegrappa Pirates on the forearm. Yeah, you can do that. Or that cool, like, even the Game of Thrones pen, I think, would look cool as a tattoo. He's an operatic singer? That's amazing. All right. Let's see what else we got here. You trying to get Scraggy to
I don't
jump
know
up?
if she wants out or not.
No.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Odd.
Hey, Mike.
Could you give me some iced tea while you're out? Thanks. Let's see. Organist and composer. That's kind of awesome. Let's see. Webstore. We talked about that. Any guesses on the Field Notes Summer Edition? I have no idea. I don't really follow Field Notes. Julia Scott asks, "Hey, tell me about that mysterious pin stand in my shots." I think she means this one. This is a Julia Scott piece. You can tell it's got a J semicolon S in the bottom. And this is what you'll see in a lot of my Instagram shots. And it's actually... Let's see if this camera will focus on it. It's actually a super pretty glaze with lots of depth and different... You can see a little bit of it in here. Lots of depth and different like reds and browns in it. This is a Julia Scott piece. I think it's Semi-Cool Ceramics is her store. You can find her on Etsy. She ships. Check these out. They are great for pens. Anyway, why thank you.
You're welcome.
That one's empty at the moment. I just took all the pens out of it. Let's see. Conway Stewart, Burnham et al. Did some pretty amazing pens. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Conway Stewart's the olden days are really beautiful. The vintage ones are superior in every way to the modern reboot of CS before it went under. Yeah, I don't know. I've only got one Conway Stewart pen, and I really like it, but you know, don't know.
The cats really thought they were getting fed. They were very disappointed.
Well, too bad for them.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for mentioning the ink queue. I was a bit worried. Yeah, don't worry about that. It's totally fine.
What?
Tony says that's what a woman should be doing, not grinding nibs. You just got a So watch your back, Tony. Let's see. Will there be any Audrey stickers? Asks Chaotic. Audrey actually doesn't really. She hasn't seen a picture that she wants to have of her face yet. I would do an Audrey sticker, but she keeps. She's like, nah. So, you know.
No one wants this mug on their things.
I mean, look, I thought that about my face too, and your face is better than mine. Chaotic also asks, would Mike attend Scriptus? Of course I would. I mean, I don't have a passport right now, but you know, yeah, totally.
I mean, you have one. It's just not. It's just expired.
Robo Jim suggests that you give Tony the single finger salute.
Nope.
She's too classy.
I can't, and I would not do that.
She never too ladylike.
Not on camera, at least.
Visual suggests that means no more cigs for Tony. Tony quickly backpedals and says she knows I'm just messing with her. Yeah, I would definitely go to Scriptus. I think that'd be fun. I hear it's a good show.
It needs to be longer. Like one.
Is Scriptus only one day?
At least it was. I think they might have changed it.
I think yeah, might have been two, but yeah, I don't know. Then we can go to Toronto. It's in Toronto, right? Toronto.
Who knows?
Let's see. Oh, Andrew Kuhn asked, as someone who goes to a lot of shows, can Mike give us a rough estimate on what it costs to go to a show, including food, flight, and hotel? And are there cheaper and more expensive shows? And the answer to that is that yes, there are definitely cheaper and more expensive shows. But the other bit is I can't really help out with that much because I don't really have to pay to go to most of the pen shows because Audrey's...
Bragger.
Well, like, look, I'm very lucky because Audrey works in the industry now, and so I can share a room with her. She lets me. And so I don't have to pay for that. And most of the ones I go to, I drive to, so, like, that doesn't cost all that much.
And if you fly, it's usually working.
And if I fly, I'm working. And also, like, flights make a big difference. Like, I didn't go to St. Louis because it's too expensive to fly to.
It is, yeah.
Like a flight there, round trip is, like, over $500 from Raleigh. It's nuts. So, I mean, that'd be $500 just to get there, plus another, like, probably $400 for the hotel room. Because
shared and all that stuff. Which
yeah, if you can split the hotel room, that brings it down to, I don't know, $200 or $300 probably for a hotel room. But, you know, in general, and that depends on how long you stay at the show. Mm-hmm. And then there's, like, eating and drinking at the show, which, like, will be expensive because you're eating and drinking out probably, especially if you're drinking at the bar at the show. Because holy crap, I mean, a beer at a show is like $8 at least.
And
so
there are just certain places that are generally gas expensive. Yeah, California.
Yeah.
Expensive to get there if you're on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And yeah, things are just more expensive there.
That's right. It sounds like airline seats are getting less and less comfortable. Yeah, they totally are.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Don't you like having a middle seat where all of us have to have middle seats?
Ugh, it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. Wait, where do we have middle seats?
Well, a lot of flights.
Oh yeah, we've done that before. True. Yeah. I was like, which pin show am I not going to?
No, we already got ours.
Plus, they're always impulse buys. Yeah, and that's not counting what
You actually buy
like what you
it.
buy at the thing. So, figure whatever an airline flight costs, plus like, I don't know, 3 nights in a hotel, plus.
Shush.
You are barking too much, young lady. Plus whatever you buy, plus, I don't know, $40-$50 a day just in food, probably. I mean,
you don't eat. No.
like you don't have to, like
You don't eat.
You don't have to.
breakfast. And lunch, you'll have like a bar. So you
No, not
can.
me, but like a lot of people actually eat meals.
Well, yeah.
So if you
So if you can budget, and you can go to a show on budget, share a room with multiple people, and eat cheaply, go to a grocery store, pick up some food.
Yeah, I mean, if you
There's a
could,
fridge and stuff, you can do it.
sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes.
I mean, most of the time you don't have a fridge either, and a lot of times there's not a grocery store nearby. So
Uber, make sure. It's gonna be cheaper than eating at the hotel, which is always.
hotels are always more expensive. That's true, and it's never as good. Except for Colorado, that place had a really good
Depends
hotel
on
food.
Yeah, different hotels have. Some are
Franklin
different.
doesn't mind the new seats planes are introducing. They're more narrow, but they're shaped. Dude, I don't want a narrow seat. I mean, I'm a thick boy, and a narrow seat is not
We're
great.
working on it.
I barely fit in those things, so not all us good our companies to pay for us. Well, it's true, but also you don't have to work the whole thing. So, let's see what else we got here. Andrew Kuhn asks, how does Mike introduce himself to classes on the first day? Usually like, hey, I'm Madison. So, there you go. Do you look slimmer? I must be eating better. I don't know if I'm eating better, but Audrey and I have actually been working out pretty hard for the last, 3 weeks.
At least 3 weeks. Yeah.
Like 3 weeks, pretty much every day. So, it's paying off. I've lost a few pounds. Plus all the garden work. Dude, I have not been working in the garden.
You really have been slacking this summer.
I've really, I just haven't, I haven't done it. It's either, I don't know. No, I have been doing weights. I just haven't done weights in a while. But, let's see. Chewbacca asks, what's the worst thing about teaching philosophy and what's the best thing about it? The worst thing about it is grading philosophy papers. Grading is always the worst thing.
He's always grading.
My body is a weight, pump that bod.
What?
Franklin suggested our bodies are weights. That's true.
Well,
That's
yeah.
true. Every day is leg day when you're a thick boy.
Yeah.
So the worst thing is always grading. And the best thing is, I don't know, teaching the classroom stuff. I'm really, a big fan of that. I like it. I like standing up in front of people and reading, or not reading, but leading a conversation.
Not having or somebody leaves a really good evaluation and saying they learned certain things. That's not more rewarding or anything.
That doesn't ever happen, so. That's fine, but that only happens a couple of times a year, and if then, there's only a couple opportunities for that a year, so.
Or what about if a student is doing? I had some students who were doing very poorly, they were getting straight up Fs, and then they all of a sudden realize that they're doing poorly, and they put so much effort into it, and they really brought their stuff around, and that was always rewarding to me just to see, that progress and that they can get it.
Yeah, I haven't really had that.
Oh.
Not so much, no. But yeah. I have had a couple of experiences where people will come back a couple of years later. I had a guy shoot me an email one time. He was like, "Hey, I'm so and so," and
No.
stop it. And he's trying to bite bags over here.
Yeah, more plastic.
And he's like, "Hey, I'm so and so, and I know I was a huge pain in the ass in the classroom, and I didn't respect the class or anything like that, but because I didn't think I was ever going to use it, but in the job I have, it's come in super handy, and now I understand why you teach like you do." And I'm like, "Cool." That guy eventually got it, and I remembered him too because he was a bit of a pain in the ass. It's true.
So he was right.
He was definitely right. Oh, he knew it. I mean, we had conversations about it. I'm like, you're being pretty dismissive of a thing you don't really understand yet. So, but it got better. Angel says, do you ever come across a student that actually blows your mind with their philosophical thoughts? No. But that's that's mostly because I teach people who haven't had the
Yeah.
chance to
Yeah.
really put in the time on philosophy. So I teach a lot of intro stuff. I teach a lot of business ethics, which is mostly business students who don't have any philosophy training, and so like it's mostly introducing concepts and teaching skills. And so like I'm sure that, I mean, there are students out there, but they haven't been my students necessarily. There's some of them that are really great and they do really cool stuff in pen club, or not pen club. What am I doing? In philosophy club, but not like in class. In class, it's more people starting out. Seeing growth is really motivating for you, and you're a math teacher. Yeah, I bet. Student ever recognized you from pen stuff? No, that's never happened. Although there was a case in which I really made a student mad. And it was one of these like idiosyncratic things. You can never really predict what's gonna like set somebody off or that kind of thing. And this guy was really mad, like to the point he was gonna drop the class and like write a letter to the dean. I forget what it was, but it was something like anybody else would have found innocuous, and he recognized that. But then he started googling me, and he found like my pen stuff, and it turns out he was into pens too. And he's like, "Well, you're a pen guy, so it's fine," which is kind of weird, but yeah, that definitely happened. Engineering ethics. I have taught engineering ethics. It was not great because you have to spend most of the time convincing engineers that they ought to be learning about like critical thinking and ethics. Eventually, they kind of get it and they're into it, but it's pretty tough. There's no philosophy at Pen Club. That's true. Loved your business ethics class. Good. I'm glad to hear it. Even if it wasn't mine. Let's see. Ranking of converters from worst to first. Audrey, who makes the worst converters?
I hate Sailor's converters.
That actually is in the question. It says, obviously, Sailor is worse. is worst. Yeah, Sailor converters are
they
junk.
Just fall apart in my hand. Like,
yep, they're
I
terrible.
love Sailors, though. But
They're
man,
terrible.
they're bad.
Yeah. Pins are great. Converters are trash. A lot of people say all the Japanese fountain pen makers have terrible converters. I don't think that's true. I think Platinum makes really nice converters.
I don't remember Pilots being bad.
Pilots aren't great.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got the like push button converter, but that's a big pain in the ass, and it's weird to push down on a pen when you're trying to fill it. I don't like it. Although it had some capacity. The little screw ones, like the little piston converters, they're too small, but otherwise they're okay. The squeeze converters suck. So they're like in the middle of the road. But Platinums are real good. I mean, the Schmidt ones are all pretty darn good. I just actually had a converter die on me. It was like one of my very first converters.
Really?
Yeah, it was when I got with like one of my first Rotring cores. It was in this Waterman pen. And I opened up the pen barrel to see if I had ink left in this thing, and there was ink all inside because it had split at the front of the converter where it goes on the nipple or whatever.
I've seen that happen.
Yep. Ink everywhere. Who makes the worst ones? Worst pen converters? I do. Franklin. I don't know. You make pen converters because they're probably terrible. Worst is the Pilot Con 40? Nah. No. Sailor's worse. But Con 40 is not great. But yeah, then like the Schmidt ones. All the German ones seem fine.
What about the little Kaweco ones?
The Kaweco one is junk.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That's a German.
That all the time.
That's junk. Monteverde ones are kind of junk. Those little piston ones or whatever they have. Tony says he only had one converter fail on him. It was a Schmidt K6. Yeah, I mean they can eventually. But you know. Let's see. Platinum's better than Pilot and Sailor. Accurate. But it's still oversized. Yeah, it's kind of big, but I don't know. It's okay. You fill all your converters with ink syringes. That's interesting. You can totally do that. Con 70 isn't terrible once you get the hang of it. Yeah, I've got one, and it's okay. You hate the Schaefer converters? The squeeze converters. I mean, squeeze converters are never that great. Aerometrics just aren't that great. Are there any others that I really didn't like? Aurora converters just break on me all the time. I don't know why, but like they tend to split. The plastic is too soft or something.
We've had that happen.
And they're mega expensive
They're
too.
super expensive.
So I just started using a Lamy
Like 15
converter.
or something?
I think that last time I looked, they were like $18 or something. It's too much. Gotta get out of here. All right, see you later, Franklin. Peace out. Do you like the threaded converters? I also like a threaded converter. I'm a fan. Really like Lamy converters? Yep, those are pretty darn good. They're not going to fail. What's that?
So it's too bad they're proprietary.
Yeah, it is too bad they're proprietary. So If you look at this, oh, you don't like? Are these the Schaefer ones you don't like, Jen? These are pretty okay. I've never had a problem with them. Well, I guess I've had like one break, but not too much. Like this bit up here, this little plastic piece at the top, is what will eventually split from the pressure of being on there.
Yeah.
If you look at the Lamy ones, like this, they have an extra piece of plastic in there inside the tip of the converter, and I've never had one of these fail on me. So, yeah, good call, Sarah. Lamy converters are pretty dope. You can use Parker converters in Aurora. Yeah, that's and also on a lot of them you can use a Lamy converter, and that's what I've been doing. But yeah, Parker is the same size diameter. As long as they fit in the pin, that's the other thing.
Yeah.
Why the heck is Aurora charging so much? Nobody knows. In fact, I asked Kenro, and they're like, I don't know. It's just that's what it costs. Piston filler option is your favorite converter. I mean, a converter just is a piston filler. But yeah, I get it. You have to tip the pin upside down or slowly depress the converter to prime the pin. You never need to write immediately. What is this? Oh. I don't have a cartridge to compare? Sorry, I must have missed something.
I'm hungry.
Audrey's hungry. Oh shoot, it's 5:30 already. Look at that. That's pretty good. That's a good long stream. Problem with Lamy converters, you have to have a Lamy pen. Well, or an Aurora, you can throw in a bunch of Auroras. Also clean the Con 70 with a syringe. Yeah, I clean it with a syringe. You can't get it clean otherwise. Just like how they attach to the feed post. On the Lamys? Oh, Schaefer piston converters. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Wrap-up time. Yeah, it is wrap-up time. 5:30. I mean, that leaves me with, still a zillion questions. I'll just, copy this this thread down so we can hit those some other time. Yeah, definitely a pizza day. Friend's birthday at a pizza place. Fair.
Oh,
all right.
that's so fun.
Look at Mr. Nose with his cute paws.
Yeah, he's being so cute, so classy.
Yeah, and not chewing on a piece of plastic right now. That's good. Little jerk. It's because I keep the pen rests separated into these bags, and I number them so I know which set I'm looking at. And Nose wants to just bite into bags. I don't want it to.
Oh, he's excited now. He was really looking at them.
He's hunting them. Parker converters work on Pin BBS, Aurora, and some Lamy. Interesting. And Hero. Huh. You know, I've actually got some. I've got some converters that don't seem to fit on anything. Let's see if I can find one. I may have separated them into a different container. Oh, this one. I have no idea what this is supposed to fit, honestly. I got these from Robert Oster. Back in the day when he first started doing inks and sending them to the U.S., he sent me a bunch of ink samples, and he put a converter in each one, which is very nice, except that this converter doesn't fit any pen I have. I just don't have any that this fits on. And so I've probably got 10 or 12 of these. I just can't use them. I don't know if they don't fit on anything. So anyway, yep. All right, folks. Thanks for hanging out for the last hour and almost a half. Hey, Audrey, thanks for hanging out.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Of course, anytime. Might be rando Chinese converters. They probably are, but they don't seem to fit on anything. So I think they fit Jin Hao's. My Jin Hao's fit just like regular old converters. So I don't know. Or the only Jin Hao's I have will fit those, but or kind of standard international in Parker. Yeah, I mean it's kind of standard international. It doesn't quite fit, but my Jin Hao's I've only got 3 or 4 of them, and they all seem to be standard international. But maybe I'll try that on there. I haven't used them in a long time because I kind of don't like any of them. Anyway, I will see y'all later. Thanks again for hanging out, and we'll see you next week, next Friday. So, bye.
Bye.
Bye, folks.